Flexx Luther, Morgan sneakerheads. So much soul, about to bust out the room. All different flavors, way more than 32. From these shoes, you can't mess with these dudes. Nike Reeboks, about to sock the knees. Golden Gooses on do.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Soul Brothers, hosted by yours truly, Flexx Luther, and none other than Morgan Sneaker Room. What's up? What's new? And how you feeling, my guy?
What is going on? As you can see, the beard is, I'm not going to say it's back, but it's back.
Yeah, it's back.
I can call it a beard now, after 3 weeks. So, you know, those of you babyface boys who aren't able to grow beards, you know, I don't know what to tell you. But Flexx got a super thick mustache today,
bro. I'm trying, bro. The scene in Boys in the Hood with Cuban Gooding Jr. I can't fight it. I can't fight it, bro. That's how I feel growing my facial hair, bro. It's been a fight. It
looks like a fight, man, and your genetics are losing.
Oh boy!
But how you been, man? I see we got a different background too. Oh, different background, same background.
We are back in the lab. We are officially back in the lab. Back in my sneaker room, back in my creative space. So expect some videos as soon as I get this shaped up and cleaned up.
On what platform? On what platform you putting these videos on?
All of them. We
okay.
We don't pick and choose. We don't discriminate over here.
I be thinking about, like, man, you know what, man, I need to go ahead and pop back on TikTok. And I put together a little video and they F around and give me 300 views, bro. And I'm like, why do I even try?
I mean, I'm just gonna throw the video on there, but I'm really pushing my content on YouTube and Instagram. But I mean, as long as I got it, why not? I'm just gonna throw it on TikTok, Threads, X,
Yeah, man, this might make you happy. One thing I was thinking is, like, what if I just focus 100% on this podcast, right? Like, focus my energy on making content for the podcast. I see you smiling right now. What if I just focus 100% of my energy on making podcast clips? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know, man. I think you're rubbing off on me, but I feel like people feel like we're already giving 100%. So it's gonna be crazy if we really lock in.
For real? What are people saying? Because I don't get the feedback. You probably see more feedback than I do.
Nah, I mean, I ain't gonna give it away, but if y'all guys follow this person, he's gonna be starting a podcast soon. So he was giving us our credits and stuff. So he was giving us our flowers. So I was like, I respect that.
You're gonna have to tell me. You gonna have to tell me offline.
I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, I ain't afraid to say it, but if this guy does pop off with a podcast, that's our competition. I'm not even. That's our competition.
Oh, I gotta think who it will be. Jason?
Man, we're both in the same chat with Jason, but no, not Jason.
Did I miss something in a group chat?
No. Hopefully you've been present. Yeah.
Have I been present?
No, you've been there.
Okay, because look, that's how you know it's bad. If I don't even know if I've been present.
Bro, like, did I reply? Did
I
say something?
Yeah,
Did I react? What did I do?
Look, I'm telling y'all, I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time.
Yeah,
flip it. I'm not on time, but I'm always there when you call. I'm just not gonna show what you want me to.
Flip it. Oh man. So what we got on feet today?
I want to know who's making a podcast.
Kari.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That would be a podcast that I listen to.
That's what I said. Exactly.
That would be a podcast that I listen to.
That's competition.
But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be competition. That could be one.
No. It's all. I told them it's all love, but it's competition.
No. Nah, I'm saying we should be on each other's shows all the time. You know what I mean? Like regular. So I'm trying to speak it into existence. Kari is one person I do not want smoke with. I do not want smoke with Kari.
No, absolutely not. But I mean,
bro,
We're in the same. We don't walk. We walking into the same lane.
That's true. That's true. Now I wonder, does Kari feel the same way about us? Is he like, I don't want to smoke with them Soul Brothers boys?
He said that, but he didn't say that.
I know.
He said that, but he didn't say that. You know. No, he gave us our flowers, but
I appreciate that.
He come right with the heat.
Yeah, without a doubt. That is, I want to be on his team. I want to be on Kari's team. The sneaker fetish, for those of y'all who are on Twitter and such. This is what I wore today. Sean Weatherspoon, Adidas, or Ketro in the unapologetic 2000s colorway. When I first saw this on Instagram, Sean Weatherspoon's Instagram, I was like, this is a must cop.
Really? That's what you said when you first seen it? That was a must cop?
Yeah. Here's my issue with Adidas, is that they will get a great model like the Orketro, or they'll try to bring back great models like the Falkendorf, kind of give it a like a new revamped. I mean, they gave it a new name, even the young one.
Yep.
And they'll have a little bit of motion with it, and then they'll just drop it. I feel like they dropped the Orketro too fast again. Right. It's a fire shoe. I'm still looking for the I think it's an Offspring pair. It's an Offspring, but it's a London pair. It's basically gray. It's got navy stitching, and then like in the stitching is the skyline of London. Super cool pair. But this is a pair, the Orketro, that Adidas, I mean, they dropped the ball on it way too fast. I think I'm going to go one more. I'm going to lace it up one more eyelet, though. So, yeah, this is what I wore today. What'd you wear today? And I'm going to do that now.
Yeah, because, wow.
You didn't like them? Wow. Oh, and here we go.
So, this has been my business casual dad shoe, interview, job hunting shoe. But I went with the Plumero Puma. This was gifted to me by Puma as I guess it was like they was doing a promotion, and they had me do some promo. And
I applied for that twice, and they turned me down twice.
Wow, really? I wonder what you were doing wrong.
Probably talking. Never mind.
But nah, it's a nice shoe. It's a nice shoe.
It's clean for sure.
Yeah, it's good if you, like I said, if you're business casual, you're just chilling out, running errands, just like that.
Yeah, you can make it work. So what were you doing today?
Like I said, just interviews and all that good stuff. And my last interview I ain't gonna say it went bad. It actually went good. The results was bad, but that's the shoe I wore.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what we had on feet today.
How is the job hunting going, man? I don't know how much you trying to put out there of your life. I know you're pretty private.
Oh no, I forgot because I didn't share it on that episode. So the first interview that I went to, I was applying for a manager, and the guy that was leaving, he was pretty much interviewing me for his job.
Yeah.
But anyway, he tells me how good I was and all this great stuff.
Yeah.
And he had got a promotion, so I was gonna pretty much replace him. And I knew someone that worked at the job already. So they text me, it was like, hey, do you know blank is leaving? I'm like, bro, just interviewed me today. And that was pretty much, or it should have been a red flag, like, whoa, you're running into a burning building. If someone that just got promoted just put their 2 weeks in after being promoted,
yeah,
something's wrong.
Yeah, that was a blessing. Because I think you did tell the story. You told the story. Because what they said you were, what they say?
I told you the story, but I didn't say.
Oh, I got you.
So
that makes sense.
So I mean, I pretty much forget about it. I get the email. I think it was actually a call. It was like, hey, we moved forward with someone else for the position, but the guy that interviewed you was just so impressed with your interview, that the way the interview went, your resume. We would love for you to come in and apply for pretty much the back end or the secondary job under what I was applying for.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy that got the job was now
Uh-huh.
interviewing me. So pretty much, long story short, we have pretty much a 2-hour interview. 2 hours, me and him just going back and forth, bouncing ideas off each other. Because pretty much the job that I was applying for, I had background in and stuff like that, so we know the same terminology and all that good stuff. So we just going back and forth and talking. And there was a point where we actually go on the floor, and he has me pretty much do like a trial run, and I'm meeting people that work there and all that.
Yeah.
So I walk out of there. I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
Like that. Easy money. 2-hour interview, easy money. Well, fast forward to later on that week, and I'm like, dang, it's Thursday. I had an interview like Monday. When they gonna hit me up? Like, hey, come on, you go ahead and get this thing started. So I get an email Friday saying that they decided to move forward, and I'm like, that's crazy. So I text the person that I knew that worked there. I'm like, I said they didn't hire me when they moved forward, and they're like, really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, I'm gonna ask you why. So, and they come back, and the reason was that the communication was off between me and the guy. And I'm like, how do you talk to someone for 2 hours and then say the communication was off?
Well, they said, didn't you show up early or something like that, or you showed up the wrong day, or?
Yeah, I showed up. Actually showed up a day early.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's better than a day late. Yeah. A day late is crazy. A day early is still crazy, but a day late is like, yeah, bro.
But why would they even interview you if that was the issue, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, why would they spend?
I would have ended I would have interviewed like, oh, you know what? Give you a call. Thanks for coming in. I would have ended that. I'm not gonna keep
15 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep bro there an hour and 30 minutes. Nah, they'll make like what? But we fight on. Just another day in America.
Yeah. 100%.
However you want to take it.
Hold on. Was the dude who interviewed you? Was he one of us?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. Because nobody knows the name of the company nor the person. Because I'm professional to talk about companies even after leaving. But I truly feel that the guy that interviewed me was intimidated. I was a younger guy with the same type of knowledge that he had, and he had been pretty much at that job for like 10 years, And
Does he have the education? Did he have the education that you had?
Yes, but he got it within the company, if that makes sense.
I got
you. So I mean, we was pretty much at the same level, but at a different age group, Yeah. So
he wasn't trying to have that.
Yeah, like, wait a minute, bro. He got me by like 15 years. They're gonna look at him like, oh, he
washed.
I can see it. Yeah. And I was like, I mean, I get it, but I still would have gave me a job. But
yeah, well, it is what it is. Well, good luck with that, man. Good luck with job hunting. Now my next question is, why are we recording at 10 p.m. if you ain't got no job?
Because of you.
Nah, because look, I'm free during the day.
I've asked you plenty of times. You want nah. 10's good. 10's good.
Not while you was jobless.
One, Morgan, I still have a job.
Oh.
Two, yeah, bro. You always said if that's the case, well, let's start recording it later in the evening before 10.
Yeah, let's do like
exactly.
During the day when I'm not on court.
What time you go on court?
Usually like 3.
Bro, PM. You've been lying to me. Yeah, you've been lying to me, bro.
No, because, bro, as you know, I have changed jobs.
Oh, right? So that's why. But before then, it was 10.
Before then, it was 10. Times change, bro. You ain't got no job. I got a new job.
Oh, man.
Bro, you better get you a paper route.
Paper route. Paper
You
route.
know, I
Anyways,
thought about doing that. I thought about doing that. Being a paper.
that still
Like,
exists. Were you?
do you have newspapers? You don't see newspapers? Oh, well.
Like, if there is newspapers, it's like an advertisement. Like, it's a private company. It's not like we got the newspaper for the city or nothing.
You don't
It's
have like a Charlotte Observer or something like that?
there actually is, but like, I mean, I barely see those things. Like, I think you gotta
this was also back in like 2016. So
yeah, I think you gotta apply for that. Like, I want the Charlotte Observer. Like, I don't. Nope.
Subscribe. You got to subscribe to it.
Subscribe, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyways, topic of the day. Which one you want to go first? You want to go with the Common Hype video? Or you want to go with the Sauce Walker video?
So I just learned who Sauce Walker is. So let's go with him.
That's crazy. Because I think I mentioned Sauce Walker before, but I guess you was familiar with him and not really his face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard the name before, but like there are also times where you mention like rappers or whatever, and I'm just like, yep, and like I no clue. I have no clue what you're talking about.
I mean, Sauce Walker he's a rapper, but like he's good. He's also a personality too, like a viral personality. He does a lot of other stuff for the ones that know. But
who was the dude who Cyrus guy who like was in the cold bucket or whatever?
Yeah, the one that was singing for money.
He was like, "You better not put that one on me."
Yeah, he one of those people that like I ain't gonna say wasn't supposed to get money, but got money and was just like, oh yeah, see why you weren't supposed to get it. But yeah, he was
that's crazy.
He was the one that went viral for saying because he owed Drake some money, and Drake was like, "Nah, bro, you need to go ahead and sing me that hit song, or sing it like you mean it." He owed him like $10,000 or something like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
So basically, hold on, let's go back. So Flex Flex doesn't think this young black man deserves money. That's crazy. That's crazy, Flex. We know who you're voting for.
Look, Morgan, I'm telling you, man, you are very... You're good, man. You really know how to switch words around because you had everybody in that comment section. Yo, I was just like, okay, I take this as a lesson. I'm not going to say that people don't comprehend me. I'm going to say that I just didn't do well communicating my thought. So I will be doing that. Moving forward, I'm gonna do better because a lot of people thinking I was saying like, hey, nah, it's a hype pair. I'm getting it. It's a hype pair. That was not what I meant at all. I'm
not gonna lie. Seth texted me just before we started recording and said he agreed with me too.
Yo, that's crazy. So now I feel like guys, what I meant by that. So when you've been collecting for a while and when you have 300 plus pairs and you're buying 8 or 10 a month, so what you do is you think ahead. So when there's a general release and there's a collab, more than likely the collab will sell out. It will be hiked in prices when it comes to aftermarket. The GR possibly can be hiked in prices, but the chances are very slim. So when I see a GR that I want and a collab or a hype pair that I want, I go for the hype pair or the collab simply because I don't want to pay an insane resale price, an insane aftermarket price. I know the GR may be spiked a little bit, but it's going to be nothing like that collab or that hype pair. Because, I mean, as you can see now, there are collabs that are flopping now that are going below retail, but this is a special circumstance when it comes to that train or that method that I use. But that's what I meant, guys. It's still buy what you like, and I'm gonna buy which pair I like better. But when I'm gonna buy both pairs, doesn't matter which one I like better. And what matters is how much I'm spending on it, because I'm gonna buy both anyways.
That's fair. I just anticipate missing on the release. Except I just picked up the Alma Maniere. Speaking of Speaking of collabs, not re-releasing, not restocking, how many times have Mom and Years come back out?
Bro, and they weren't even restocks. Those are initial releases. Like I'm still seeing raffles for the Alma Air 3s. Like those ain't even restocks. And it made me think back to our conversation about what makes a GR.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after
it's
that
not
episode,
a GR, but it's not a GR.
After that episode, bro.
That's what I'm saying, right?
If we would have went by quantities, that would have been considered a GR.
Look, because here's the thing, right? And this is, I think, the Year 3 is the perfect is the perfect example of what I was talking about, right? Because it's like, okay, if let's say the AE1, the ruby red joints are just released, right? Let's say I was going to get those. I'm not really feeling them, but that's a situation where, okay, I've seen the AE1s sell out. It's a GR. I've also seen them restock a million times, like the Ascent pack, like the what was the other low that just released? So the other low that just released, the pink joints. So that could be one where it's like, all right, yo, this Amama Year is not really moving. If I could get, all right, maybe I get the AE1 now, and then I'm looking at resale, and I'm looking at like, oh shoot, this Amama Year is still available, and I can wait on it. You know what I'm saying? So that I feel like that's like the perfect example of like what I was talking about. And then I know you also have like good examples to pull from where it's like, I mean, again, we can say the AE1 because I think that's the shoe that kind of got us into the conversation.
Yeah,
but where it's like, okay, the Ascent pack, right? Like, okay, I have to choose between the Nina Chanel's and the Ascent pack, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you're obviously going to pick the Nina Chanel's, right? Because like, you know that's a fire shoe that one's probably not going to restock. So I feel like I don't feel like either one of us is wrong in this whole thing.
I feel the method is the same.
For the method most part, there's thinking. It's just like gambling, right? It's just like gambling because I mean, how many times we've both been into sneakers for so long. How many times have you been wrong? How many times have I been wrong? Exactly, right? I remember, and this is the last thing, and then we'll talk about the Sauce Walker video. But I remember the Oreo 5s when those released the first time back in 2012, 2013 on Black Friday. I asked the Foot Locker employee, I was like, yo, like, how fast you think these are going to sell out? And dude was like, oh yeah, these going to be gone. Bro, do you remember that release?
Yeah.
They were sitting for days. No, not even days, bro. Weeks. They were sitting for weeks, bro. And I got a raffle ticket. Like, yeah.
Yep. And I remember it was kind of peak. It was a peak hype moment where sneaker was trending again, and the release was going. But you can. It's kind of like a forewarning. Like once you see a release that just like stops and it's not selling out. That storm is coming where it's just like everything starts trending down. And it's always with a bad release. It's never like.
But the next releases, I mean, they were selling out. Like the next, I don't know why that Oreo 5. I mean, after I got the shoe in hand, I was like, oh, that's why these are sitting.
Well, I mean, because at that time, people were more into something flashy as to now more people are more into like a black and white shoe. Like
subtle,
Yeah, like a black shoe or white shoe or black and white together is a go. As of back then, it's like, that's black and white. I got black Forces. I got white Forces. I got a white pair of 5s. I got a black pair of 5s. Because most people were saying like, hey, I got the metallics. What I need these for, So
that's a good point.
Yeah. So, and then when they came around again with the midnight, which I'm not gonna make that face because I think it was pretty cool that they took a take on the initial release that we had a couple years ago where people were camping out for that release. But I don't remember it that way.
Yeah.
But I like the way they kind of tied it in and released it again. But I don't know. I feel like they should have did that with another shoe. But
Yeah. So let's get to the Sauce Walker video. Can you explain the Sauce Walker video? Because you found it on Twitter.
No, I found it on Instagram. But the page that he did it with, I just didn't want to give him no love.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I didn't. That's why when I'm not even going to name him. But simply what he's talking about, a shoe being $55,000, and he's just like, no shoe should be that price. That's a car.
It was an Air Force One, Louis Vuitton Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
The Louis Vuitton. Yeah. So the orange pair.
The orange pair. I believe that's the Family and Friends. That's one of the Family and Friends pairs. It's a little more rare.
And it's $55,000 that the business was selling it, right? Is that who you don't want to mention as a business that was selling it?
No, that the platform.
Okay.
The actual event holder. The
host gotcha. Because they don't pay us, so we don't say their name. I love that.
No, that's not why. But anyways, he talks about how for a consumer, you pretty much you're an idiot for paying that price, and for a business owner, you're a genius. And it's like,
I'm thinking. This is my thinking face. I'm looking. I'm thinking. I'm gonna let you go.
It's a touchy subject because it's like, I have everything that I want to say, but I just don't know the correct way to say it, because a lot of people are going to take it as like hate towards a reseller but it all boils down to, I just feel like people that come into this space just don't respect it. Like when it comes to the reseller, when it comes to, they get whatever they want out of it, and it's just like, then they kind of step back and point fingers like, hey, I made my money. I don't really care about the meaning of it, the culture.
Who are you speaking on right now? Like which individual?
Resellers. Okay. Because Sauce Walker has never really said, hey, I'm part of sneaker culture. No, that was a paid thing.
Right.
Okay, that was a paid thing, and he's giving his opinion as an outsider. Like, this is stupid. This is stupid for someone to pay that amount of money, but it's smart that you're selling it, and it just, they're getting what they want, and at the end of the day, again, here we are as the ones that made the culture, the ones that keep it thriving. We're getting looked at as the stupid people, the idiots, the ghettos. Like, that's what it is to them, to the outsiders and the people.
Who's going to end up buying that shoe? It's not us, right? No. It's going to be some kid who has appropriated the culture, whose parents are like, tech billionaires. Like, it's not going to be us who keep the culture going and move the culture forward. It's going to be the people who kind of who prey on the culture, almost like a vulture.
But now that it gets, this is where it gets sticky at, because a lot of the people that we, as the ones that say we created the culture, or say that we're really about it, praise these people because they have these Family and Friends pairs. I mean, Mayor, the Perfect Pair, all these people have rare, high dollar shoes.
But Mayor has been doing this for years, right? Now, but I don't. First of all, I don't rock with the people. I don't rock with the Perfect Pair because I think that he is one of those vultures. Yeah, I think he's one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, Mayor, do I praise him? Nah, not really.
I respect him.
Sure. I mean, I just think he's got a big sneaker collection. I think. I mean, do I want to call him a cornball? Because I know he slaps people in the mouth. And the chances of us seeing each other are very low, but I still don't want to call him a cornball.
Lord, Morgan, now we finna be banned from New York and they never went.
I know.
Oh,
I don't
man.
think we got to check in before we go to New York now.
Hey, I got, it's all good. I got family in New York.
I got family in Connecticut. So, I mean, I get what he's doing. Anyway, let me go back because like if Mayor buys that $55,000 shoe, right? Or Fat Joe, or I don't even want to say the perfect pair's name. I just think he's so corny. I'll tell you why here in a second. Because we actually kind of a little bit have history. He doesn't know it, but it's anyway. But if like somebody like that buys it, right? Are we having the same conversation than if some billionaire's kid buys and we're not talking like Bronny James. We're talking about like Steve Ballmer's kid buys that sneaker. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about then? You know what I'm saying? Because that's who that shoe is probably going to go to. Now, with Sauce Walka's comments about it's stupid for a person to buy it, but it's smart for the consumer or for the the business to sell it. That's kind of weird because it's like, why would any business sell something that would be stupid for the consumer to buy, right? If that's weird to me, right?
I mean, it's more of like it's like that. It's like that blood money. Like, I don't really care what happens to the consumer. I'm just trying to get my money, and most resellers are like that. I don't care if you get a line of credit to get this. I just want my money. Give me my money.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. But it's like if so few people, like why would the business make the investment in that sneaker if there's a very limited amount of people who are going to buy it? Now, on the other side of that, which this is probably the case, if this is a business that goes to all the shows, like their job, like all they do is travel to these shows and kind of display that shoe, and that shoe is what gets people to buy their other shoes. Yeah, I think that's pretty smart. But then that's a different conversation than what Sauce Walka was having, right? Do they expect do you believe, Flex, that they are expecting to sell that shoe for $55,000?
No, but
No.
but the thing about it is a tight 10 grand.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, that's a crazy return. That's 100+% of a return. So again,
how much do you think that they bought that shoe for? You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. See, I don't even know what those go for.
I mean, if it depends on if the family and friends was, well, I would say they probably got it for at least 15,000 to 20,000. That's why they're trying to get that 30,000, profit. So if anything, they're gonna get it, where they got it at. So 15, 20 grand is probably maybe $2,000, $3,000 over what they got it for.
But I think the value of that shoe is just being there on display to attract people to their table. So it's like, okay, I'm attracted to your table because of that corny Louis Vuitton Air Force One, right?
Because I've never seen it in person. Yep.
Right, I've never seen it in person. Oh, you got this here, right? I think that's what the value of that shoe is, right? So they can say, yo, this is $100,000 shoe. That's what I'm selling this for.
Yeah.
It's not. The value is in the ability to attract customers to sell their backlog of bread fours,
which we'll get into that too.
Yes, sir.
But see, we learned that we know better as been in the game long enough. But a lot of newcomers, if they hear that price get thrown around, oh my God, they're actually worth
$55,000 shoe. Yeah,
and the resellers know, like, let's just say it. And if they pay it, they pay it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? They
exactly.
pay it. So that's why
I mean, I'll even show up to like, so when I go and I teach tennis, right? Like I'll wear a pair of sneakers and then I've got my actual court shoes like hooked on a bag, like attached to my tennis bag, right?
Mhm.
And so I'll wear another pair of sneakers to the court and they'll be like, yo, that's a $300 shoe. And like, I get it. Right. And I get that's what the kids are like interested in, but there's just so much more. There's like, so a lot of times I don't know the resale value of my sneakers, right? Like, do you know, like if someone were to ask you like, hey, what does that shoe cost? Like, what's the value of that shoe right now? Like, do you know? I feel like if you do know, you're a cornball. Not you, but if somebody knows, sorry, yeah.
I get you. Nah. I mean, because I've never looked. If that's never been a thing for me to look at the value or the resale value, because I have no intentions of reselling my collection.
Right.
If anything, I will go off the retail version, like the retail amount. You know what I'm saying? If someone asks me how much my collection worth, I'm just gonna count all my pairs and multiply them by like 170. And that's a rough number, you know.
Yeah.
But this is a $300 shoe, this is a $400 shoe, because most of the time I got my shoes on the retail. I really never got big into like aftermarket until 2020.
Yeah.
I mean, before then, like right now, I mean, I just got the Fear 3s on the way, $150. But
that's a good price, actually. That's a really good price. That's a really good price.
I'll send you the link.
Bet.
But like in 4 or 5 years, they could possibly be a $300 shoe, you know. But
yeah, because it goes up and down, right? It goes up and down. I've got shoes that I bought for $300 that did not maintain that did not retain that value. I got shoes that I bought for $60 that are now $300, right? Like sneakers do not retain that value over time. It's gonna go up and down. So when people are like,
sporadic,
you know, this is a $5,000 shoe. I mean, maybe today it is, but by the time you sell it, by the time you actually get a buyer, what's it going to be worth? It might be more, it might be less.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like when I like the Storm Blue ones. I seen those shoes get down to like $90. And I just kept on going into I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna get them later. I'm gonna buy them. Pretty much the same method that I use now. Like I had other shoes that I knew, that's finna go. That's finna go. I paid retail for, and I just walked past those Storm Blues. Walked past some Storm Blues, and now they're $1,000.
So wait a minute. Storm Blue ones. That's a collab or that's a general release?
Well, now look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Now, Storm Blue was an OG colorway. Two,
was it?
Yeah, should be. Storm Blue was the OG cut. Yeah.
Go. Oh, it's the OG cut or the OG colorway?
I feel like it's both. Go
ahead. Look it up. Because look, what did old girl tell you? What Keith say?
Look at this. Even though I remember, I felt like the ones were always the quantity was always lower on the retro ones, simply because they didn't sell out like that. So they wasn't making millions of pairs of retro ones. So I don't think there was a release that every store got that release because there was a retro one. Because I remember when I would go looking for a retro one, there was certain malls that didn't get a retro one. It's more like Foot Locker, House of Hoops, and DTLR. But
yeah. You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. See the back.
But so while you're doing that, so back to the comment about the consumer is dumb for buying the sneaker and the business is smart for selling the sneaker, right? I don't, for some reason, that just doesn't gel with me. But the other part of that is
okay. So I was wait a minute. I was wrong on both accounts. It wasn't OG or OG.
I know.
You should have did it.
I did, but you said I think it's both. So
I think it's both.
So, one of the things that I really dislike in sneakers, like almost as much as resellers, is pocket watching. I have so many people, and it's not like, I don't think sneakerheads do it to each other, but I think it's people on the outside, civilians. I think civilians do it to sneakerheads, where it's like, wow, you spend that much on sneakers? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, right? Like, what you want me to say? Like, you spend that much on cigarettes? You spend that much on drinking every weekend? You know what I mean? Like, I know you have a child, so, but like, if other people are like, yo, I couldn't even imagine spending that much on sneakers. I'd be like, I couldn't imagine spending that much on like kids. You know?
What?
You know what I mean?
Crazy comeback is that's insane, bro.
I'd be trying to, because I really be trying to end the conversation before it starts, to be real with you.
But with that comment now, just a couple years ago, it would have been the smartest thing ever. Like, why not? Let's invest in a $50,000 shoe, because at the end of the year, I could possibly make $100,000.
You know what they would have said?
Now
you know what they would have said?
You're stupid. Nah, that's stupid, bro.
Look, here's what they would have said. Back when COVID was going on and everybody was doing the Forex thing, bro, all you got to do is you and 5 of your homeboys pull out a loan for $10,000. Y'all split the cost of the shoe, and then y'all split the profit, pay off that debt, and then whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that's the type of like fake intellectual like hustling that people were talking about back in the day. I was like, yo, that's actually a good idea.
I mean, but there's real life people doing it though. Like, there's people that's taking like line of credit, buying these shoes and reselling them as an investment. But as we know that, like,
the amount of people who will be able to buy that shoe from you is so low. There's
a lot of pretenders in the sneaker culture that they're pretending like, oh, I just sold this shoe and I, you know, they're pretty much, I got this shoe, I'm in debt, but I'm finna make it look cool. I'm finna get a bunch of views off of it, and probably they finna get some followers. They finna get a here and there, and eventually they may possibly make that money back. Eventually,
maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, like I said, eventually, but
maybe, yeah.
You know, as me as a collector, I wouldn't dare touch a $50,000. I wouldn't
even look at it. It's like, oh, that's cool.
If I seen it in person, literally, if I was at a sneaker convention, I walk past and I see the Louis Vuitton Forces, I'm gonna look. Oh, I ain't never seen them in person. But me stopping and how much you selling these for, bro? I don't care, bro. Like, I'm not gonna do it. There's no point, because I know I'm not gonna spend that amount of money. I know for a fact I'm not gonna walk out of here and walk in here and spend 50. Even if I had $50,000 to spend, I am not gonna spend it on a shoe. And that comes from someone with 300 plus pairs of shoes. I am not gonna spend that. That is stupid.
Okay, so let me ask you. Let's say you hit the lottery, and it is. Let's say you make 50 million.
No.
All right.
No. I mean,
dang, that's crazy. Know what I feel like?
See what I would do. What I would do, knowing that I got the money, because I know how these hustlers are. It's more of like, I got $10,000 right now, or I got $15,000 cash right now. What you want to do? And that fast money, you in that environment. I've been a hustler my whole life. I know. Hey, I got $15,000 right now. What you want to do? You can take the $15,000, do this, grab these pairs right here. I'll throw an extra pair in there. What's up?
Yeah,
they're gonna take it. I don't know, bro. I was thinking 1550.
I mean, you talking to the eBay hustler, bro. No, it's never that high, but I feel you. I feel you on that. I feel you on that for sure.
Either way it go, I'm not gonna pay $50,000 for that shoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go pay $100,000 for a shoe.
But again,
that's as possible as I can hit it.
you know who's going to end up buying that shoe. It's going to be a gentrifier.
But look, but that's my question. That's my question. So, shout out to my guy, Cousteau. He does the like, oh, what you got in your closet?
Yeah, Jack Slade.
So, what does that say about those people? Because most of those people are the ones with these family and friend pairs, these pairs that are different sizes. They don't even wear.
Okay.
So what are those? Are
So
those
friends
collectors?
and if they get friends and family pairs, right? If
no,
they get
these
friends,
people don't even know. No, these people be 20 years down the line, got Travis Scott all whites. Oh, I got this family and friend Travis Scott's. Like, why does Travis know you?
no, but what? Okay, so it could be somebody who's working on his team. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so if they get it from the artist, if they get it from the like, that's obvious. Like, what our stance is on that. If you are able to buy a friends and family pair off resale, first person I'm looking at is the seller with the side eye. The first person I'm looking at is the seller with the side eye. Like, how did you take, like, when it comes to our showcase sneaker, right? Or the 99 products, or any other J tips we got, or anything we got from anybody. Like, you selling that?
No. But you missing what I'm saying. These are not Louis Vuitton family and friend pairs. I'm saying the ones who's got LeBron 9s and a size 15.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And they wear a size 9.5.
Yeah.
What do we say about those people? Like, this is the same. These are the people that buy those Louis, because they're buying them as a conversation starter, as a centerpiece. They're not buying them to wear them. They're not buying them. They're buying them to say, "Hey, I got the Louis Vuitton Off-White Air Force One."
Well, same thing for people who buy art, right? Same thing for people who buy like a Basquiat. You know, Jay-Z probably didn't know Basquiat. I think Basquiat died before Jay-Z started making music.
When he died, like
89, 88, something like that.
Jay-Z's pretty old. Jay-Z's actually
yeah, but and I know he was making music in the 80s, like
I think
the Hawaiian Sophie joint, but
yeah.
I mean, maybe they ran into each other. They're both from New York. But anyways, like buying, it's like buying art. They could see it as buying art, buying collector's items.
But see, the thing about it is, now what I can say about Jay-Z is known to be buying art pieces. That's kind of his thing, to buy art pieces. I'm just saying, we talk about these people that are in sneakers, and we praise them, and they're so this and that. And then I look at their collection, and I'm just like, that's why they're there. That's why they're so incredible, because they have a size 15 LeBron James that they not going to wear. Like, because they worked for Nike for 4 or 5 years. Like, I want to know the criteria, because I was not the social media following who's doing this YouTube person. I'm just now getting here. So when I see these people, I'm looking at them like, oh, why are they so special? You know, I always seen like what's so special about this person? Like, who is this person? Like, why they?
Now, are we talking about the reseller in this situation? Who specifically in the Sauce Walker situation are we talking about?
So we're talking about,
or whoever buys that shoe, whoever buys.
You said that the person that buy that shoe is like a gentrified sneakerhead, and what I'm trying to say is, we already have those, and we're praising them. We're like, oh my god, like no, that's OG, that's OG, that's OG, that's OG.
So when you say, so we is the community.
Yeah, that's okay. OG, that's OG, and I'm just like, well, OG's an asshole and doesn't really like sneakers. So why is he so incredible?
Okay.
Oh, he worked for Nike for 4 or 5 years, and he helped on the Air Max 90. Oh, okay. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, I feel like as a whole, we're so like backwards, because it's like, oh, the only person that bought it is a gentrified sneakerhead.
So, and we should be praising. Who should we be praising?
the die-hard ones, the ones that's that's the one that's out here that's really getting it. And the thing about it is those Nike LeBrons and like, I mean, if you look at like a real collector, like a person that's really into sneakers,
give us a name that people are that who deserves the love that you're talking about. I know it's off the top. I'm gonna
say it like this because this is a good example. So Kyrie Sneaker Fetish sent his retro 14s to Tinker Hatfield, right? Got him signed, you know, and that's a shoe that he can show off. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. That should get that love. That should get those views. That should get like what's in your collection? Like what are those? How did you get them?
Yeah.
But Jimmy John that just bought an auctioned off Nike LeBron 9 from Game 7 for $20,000. Y'all giving him that? Oh, he's OG. Man, that's OG. He wrote book, blah, blah, blah. But every time I hear this man talk, he's talking down on the sneaker culture. Why y'all still buying retros? I ain't bought no shoes in a minute.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you for sure.
But these are the people that we giving the love and respect to.
So, okay. So last thing on this topic, because I'm going to let you, I mean, because you spitting right now. You spitting for sure. So I want names. Who do we need to be paying more attention to? You already said Kari.
Man, I'm just saying.
I mean, obviously us. Obviously me and you. Obviously me and you.
Stop watching the people that's tagged in the videos and let's look at the people that's actually commenting. I mean, because those are the ones that you need to check for. Because people that's actually commenting.
Because me and you already know why people getting tagged in the videos. I know why I tag people in videos, right? That's the people we trying to get their attention.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if it's like Saucony, it's to show love, right? Like,
yeah, no, absolutely.
I mean, we want them to see, like, hey, yo, we showing y'all love because we have that two-way communication.
When I say people that are tagged in the video, I mean like when you have like a nice kick, sneaker news, and they repost the video and they tag these, you know, these collectors that's been around. We're still checking their page, and I'm saying check the people in the comments that's got 400, 500 pairs that really got some heat, like that's been out there, that was in the lineup, that really did the trades, that really did the meetup. John that's been working at Nike for 4 or 5 years, man. I appreciate whatever you contribute to the nice silhouettes, but at the same time, it's like giving somebody that worked at Verizon 4 or 5 years, like, hey, bro, that's an OG. That's an OG. He worked for Verizon. That's his job. His job is to create. His job is to build media. That is his job, you know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, this man is a sneakerhead. This man is a sneaker enthusiast because that is his life. That is his livelihood. Yeah. And it's like, there's a difference, you know? And it's just like, once they get there, they kind of sit back like, I done got whatever I wanted off the culture. It's like, I don't even know why y'all buying retros. They're gonna come out again. Yeah.
So I think that's good. I think what you're saying is 100%. There's one more video, man, and it ties into what we were talking about already. Explain the other one.
So we got I think it's Coming Hype. I don't know of him. Don't care. So he's talking to his mentor talking to him, and there's a bunch of bread fours in the video, and they're just going in a circle, and it's just
when we say a bunch, right? We're not talking about 10, 20 pairs.
We go back to our episode with Nikki. It's 3 walls.
Yeah, it's wall. It's wall to wall to wall.
Yeah, and you got a bunch of bread fours, and they're just pretty much talking about how they can capitalize on the sneaker game. And what I hate the most is like, if they try to deny it, like, well, it's all love. I'm trying to help you out. You're making money. This is your job. This is your livelihood. That's it. Stop trying. See, I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it. It's gonna get a little rough.
So it's all good. It's all good. What it feels like, and I think why this feels so gross, is that they are strategizing around us. Like we are not enthusiasts to them. We are
Paycheck.
beings that need to be studied and analyzed, and our buying habits need to be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
We are numbers to them.
yeah, we're a
We
number.
are
It's like,
we are
okay,
numbers to them.
you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we need to get this. We need to move these however many bread fours or reimagine fours. Um, that means that we need this many, and we got to make the price of this. And it's like, if you really about this, right? Like, if you feel like you need to belong in the culture, because I'm kind of tired of hearing the crying from the resellers talking about, oh man, nobody likes us, nobody wants us to be around. It's like, yeah, man, go get a real job like the rest of us. And like, I'm never gonna crush somebody's hustle, right? Because like, I work for myself too, kinda. But like, I have my own business teaching tennis, right? And that involves me being the best option, right? The best option for the right price. The best option, not the only option.
Mm-hmm.
Resellers are making it so that they are the only option if you want to buy a sneaker. If you want the product, they are making it so that they're the only option because they're buying up all the stock. They have money that this community hasn't had access to, or didn't have access to 10, 15 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Amounts of money that the average consumer in this community just, we're buying at the most, right? Like, if we're balling out, like the dudes who are going in and buying the J's, the t-shirt that dropped with it, and then buying them, the dudes who are really buying, who are really buying, they were getting the pairs for their girl and their kids too, right? Like, that's how I knew you had money back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a dude who was coming in, let me get a size 11 for me, let me get a size 6 for my girl, and let me get a size 3 for my kid, let me get 3 shirts to go with it, and then let me get the socks too.
I was gonna say,
right?
ain't finna get the socks too.
And get the socks too. That's how I knew you had money. Like, that was the most, like, that was like top of the pyramid.
One stop shop, you getting the fit, everything.
You getting everything.
Take the family picture.
Yeah.
Professional photos.
That was top of the pyramid. That's what I think that's what I strive to do. You know what I mean? But now it's having a wall of 3 walls, of bread threes. And that's just money that this community has not, I mean, they've probably had, but like allocated for sneakers, like, no, like that's not, it feels like it has been, when Supreme got sold to like that major corporation, you know what I mean? Like Supreme, that was like anti-establishment. It's like, it's making political, it's like a small business making political t-shirts, and it's, it's supposed to be like counterculture and all this other stuff. Then it got sold to like that major corporation, and it just got sold again. Yeah, right. That's how it felt, right? Where it's like, we're just part of the system. Like, sneakers was counterculture, right? But we were ready to stand on business about our hobby, to people who were like, oh, sneakers are ghetto, this and this and that. And we're ready to stand on business about it, and we didn't care. And now the man has gotten has become a part of it, right? And they brought in wealth that isn't, it just doesn't, I don't, this is gonna sound so crazy, but it doesn't belong. It just feels so out of touch with the reality.
I mean, and that goes to a saying that I breathe the quote, because just because you don't know what's going on doesn't mean that person is crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of, drugs are only illegal because there's no taxes being paid out of it. Now, all of a sudden, that you can take taxes out of it, weed is legal. And that's how I feel about shoes. It was ghetto. It was stupid.
It was ghetto until
you can make money off of it.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. I can.
Wait, not you though, but you can't. Not you.
No.
And
stay
not me.
Stupid. Stay stupid.
Yeah.
Stay
not
ghetto.
You and not me.
Yeah. Stay stupid. Stay ghetto. I love you. But 320. And I think that's why it's so hard for me to embrace resellers culture, because it's like I was there when I got the stares of like, ooh, why do you got those on? Or when you told someone that like you paid $200, you paid $170 for a pair of shoes. Or if you told someone that like 10 years ago, even though they was resellers, 10 years ago, if you would have said you could build a multi-million-dollar business off of reselling sneakers to a person that's an entrepreneur and all this, they would be like, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go buy, put some money in stock, and I'm finna invest. It would have been a totally different thing. But now, this is people are building plans and saving up money and building a whole thing around reselling sneakers. And that doesn't mean they love sneakers. That means they love what sneakers can buy them, what they can make off sneakers. They don't love sneaker culture. They love what sneaker culture can provide for them. Views, recognition. Because I mean, you look at all the people that created sneaker content that's no longer creating sneaker content, that's moved on and did their thing, whatever. They never loved culture. They didn't never love you. They got what they wanted. They used you and they moved on.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah. You were a stepping stone. Your views and your likes and your comments were a stepping stone.
Yeah. And they poach for that recognition. Like, oh, let me get Flex to say, oh, he good. Let me get Morgan to say, oh, he good. Let me get this person to say, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you won't get a heart or a smiley or a like or a thank you after that. I done got my
he good.
He good.
Cosign. You got your cosign.
Yeah, I done got my cosign. We good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they on to on to the next one.
On to the next one for sure.
So
well, man, this has been a good episode. This has been good.
Let's get into the showcase.
Let's get into the showcase. Now, here's my question, man. Do we do it at the same time? Because I know we both have the same shoe.
Let's see. Let's. You ready?
Yeah. Hold on. Mine's still in the box.
Okay.
Boom, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the good people over at Saucony. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jay. They sent these to us. I've worn mine already. I'm sure you've worn yours. Yes.
No, I literally just got my pair yesterday.
So I was gonna say tell your story, because I've had mine for a few days, and I think ours got delivered the same day, but I've had mine for longer. So go ahead and tell the story.
So as you guys know, I've been in the process of moving, and my pair was sent to the old address, and
old house.
My heart dropped, my stomach turned upside down. I'm just like, how am I going to get this pair? But luckily, of course, I knew the shipper. I asked him, hey, can you give me a tracking number? They gave me a tracking number, and I was able to hold it at a location. So there was actually another thing that happened at the location. So I get to where I was supposed to pick it up, and I'm like, hey, I'm here for a package for Flex, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, we don't have a package for Flex. I'm like, well, it says it's here. So I showed them my phone, like, it says it's here. Just like, yeah, but we don't got a package for that. And they're like, well, we got one package back there. And the thing about it is, when you want them to be that serious and like secure, they're like, nah, here you go, you can have it. But they were fighting me. They was just like, yeah, but it doesn't say Flex. I said, okay, but does it say Wolverine? Yeah, it says Wolverine. That's my package. But it doesn't say Flex. So what happened was,
did it have your government?
No. What happened was the owner of the house, it correct I've never seen it do this, but it corrected itself and put his name on it. The new owner of the house. And I'm just like, I've never had that happen. And the thing about it was my label was on it and everything. Like I put the label off. I'm like, Flex is right here. You see this? This says Flex. Oh, but that other label said blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, thank you. Have a nice day.
They were bored.
Well, we got them.
But
we got them.
That's all that matters is that we have. I mean,
maybe we would know what I would do if I didn't get them, but I guess we'll never know.
Shoot, I feel like there would be one less FedEx location in in North Carolina.
Oh, God, I promise you. No, if I would have went there, they wouldn't release that package. And I got the tracking number. I got everything. I'm like, bro, I got a whole lot of social media thing that's connected to Flex. Like, this is my social media. I got the password. Like, this is me.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even the issue. It was just the simple fact that the name that I was giving them wasn't the name on the package for the most part because it was covered up with a new label, which was crazy. But I also shout out to Jason, Saucony, J Tips. These were gifted to me. But I still show love and support. So I went into the raffle for the tan pair, and I did get the tan pair as well. Paid full price for those. Waiting on those to come in. So it's gonna be nice to have these and the tan pair.
Yes, sir.
I'm a fan of the Omni 9s, man. I love the way they look.
I am too.
I love that.
I'm gonna say this is that I like. So Jason told us that he was sending us this pair, right? This colorway, because he said this is the one that we like more.
Yep.
I like that he doesn't just like send us the whole pack. I like that it's like, all right, I'm gonna throw y'all a little bit.
But I'm gonna see what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna see what you're gonna do, right? Like he gives us the opportunity to show love. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because that's what we want to do for real. Like we want to show love. You know what I'm saying? I will also be trying to get the tan pair. Because they're
the 20th.
September 20th. Yep, September 20th. I will be trying to get that pair. So the only question is, right now that we've got this, this shoe is going to have its own segment. Whenever we get sent a shoe, I feel like they need to have their own segment. Where does this rank as far as the
sneaker of the year type?
No, just the other J Tips, shoes. Make it easy.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you, just because there's less going on, and I like this one a little better. It meshes better together.
It's more wearable.
Yeah,
and that's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing that this one's more wearable than the other ones.
Yeah.
I think I would go because I have all of them. You do too, don't you?
I don't have the
Shadow Grid.
What's the occasions?
Yeah.
I don't have that. We'll be getting
oh yeah, you have to. I would go. My number one has always been the brown. What's the occasion?
Yeah.
Then I'm going these. Then I'm going Grid Azura. Blue, what's the occasion? And then I'm going to go tan. I'm going to go tan Grid Omni. Pro Grid Omni 9.
I got to get them in hand before I can rank them.
Yeah, that's fair. And this one, it's got the details just like you would expect on a J-tip shoe. Like you've got the logo here. You've got Savior on this side. Even on the inside, it says made by J-tips.
Yeah, with the embroidery. I like that.
It has everything. Let me take the paper out. You should make a to-do list for today on the insole. Different patches on the tongue.
What I really like about the Omni 9 is what I have an issue with when it comes to running shoes. it's the shape and the mold. So most running shoes kind of give me this boat look.
Banana. Yeah.
Yeah. And I hate that. I mean, I know why there's for better running and stuff, for better traction and stuff like that. And what I like about this is a runner that's like flat footed, it's straight,
got the slope.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's got that good slope.
Yeah.
So you are learning. That right there that lets me know that you are officially a fan of runners, because that is always something like that is the constant, like even with gel light 3s. I told you before, I've said it on another episode, there are tutorials on how to get that slope on the gel light 3 to keep it from bending like that. So you are officially a fan of runners. Okay. You're officially a fan of the runners. Yeah. So welcome. Wait, I need to show them mine as well. When you wearing them for the first time?
I don't know, man. I might throw these things on and wear them to the gym tomorrow. Who knows? It's been a while since I've been in the gym. Been having a whole live move in, daughter's first day. It's been a month. It has been a month. But we live.
We live. So let me ask you a question. The video or the picture that you posted today, is that going to be for this episode?
What you mean?
Do we have one? Have we recorded an episode?
Yeah.
So that one's going to be for this one?
Episode.
Okay, I was going to say, we could take a picture where we both got the shoes on, put a fit together with it. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
It has been a while since we did. Who got the best fit?
Yeah, who wore them best? We'll make that happen. Because I know you ain't got no job, so you got time.
Bro. Oh my god. Yo, I love it. This man just loves it. But yeah, we powered by Saucony J-Tips.
Powered by Saucony and J-Tips, man.
I love that term, powered by. I don't know. It just feels so better than like sponsored. Powered by.
We're powered by. Yeah, because I'll tell you what, it's these types of things. Because to be quite frank with you, as you can tell, we don't have any commercials, right? So we're still doing this for the love of the game. And when we get even messages from these guys, let alone a tracking number, I mean that motivates us to keep going for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, there's a lot of times I'm just like, I ain't gonna say a lot of times, but there are times like I'm kind of like, dang, like where is this going? Like where is this going? And I get that reassurance when someone hits me up and they're like, oh, I can't wait for the new episode, or they just get some feedback like, oh, I agree with Morgan. Like I don't hate those comments. I love those comments because
I do too.
It lets me know
the ones that
you listen to the entire episode, and you're like you're in tune. You're like, oh no, but I agree with Morgan on that. Like Morgan, I mean. We dropped episode Thursday night, and like we get comments like, oh yeah, great episode, but I agree with Morgan. 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, I love that. I love being part of someone's day, someone's night, because it's kind of like full circle for me, because you see these faces on the apps and on these podcasts, and you're just like, you just listen to this person just to know that you're playing in someone's ear, you're playing someone's radio, someone's office. It's a humbling feeling. It's a great feeling that that someone takes time out of their day to sit here and listen to what I gotta say. So
I'll say this is the last thing I'll say, and then maybe we wrap it up. The best thing for me is when I see us on the TV, when somebody's got us up on the TV, man.
Bro.
I don't know why. Just seeing us like up on the TV in that like big, you know what I'm saying? That feels, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm on TV. And we've been doing this for what? I mean, it's September.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been doing this 9 months, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we've been doing this 9 months. And, it's still humbling to see, like, people watching us.
And I think it'll continue being like as long as we're growing and we're getting more downloads, we're getting more people talking to us, more people hitting us up. Yeah. So I mean, you know, it's a great ride.
We're having
I feel
fun.
I feel like we really need to lock in and go to some of these events and meet some of these people and get them on the pod. And we got to get a live one. Everybody's doing a live podcast. We got to get some studio. I gotta come down there. You gotta come over here. It don't matter. And we gotta get us some studio.
Make it happen. 100%. When's the Taylor Swift concert?
November. Yeah, I believe it's November.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
November is a crazy month for me though, because I'm actually going out of the country in November, so I'm a little nervous, honestly. A little old country boy going.
In this economy,
bro. I'm saying like right now, bro. I'm telling you, ain't gonna see no Jordan. When you see me post a picture, I promise you ain't gonna be no Jordan. Nothing expensive. It's gonna be little old Converses, a little Puma, something. You know,
your little Reebok, man. Like if I got like a little bit of money in my pocket, and I'm just like, yo, I gotta get something. I'll go straight for Reebok. I put in Club C in the or Insta Pump Fury. Sometimes these Insta Pump Furies be getting kind of expensive though.
I can say Insta Pump Fury is like retailing like what, 200.
Nah, I'm saying on eBay. On eBay, sometimes you can find some for like $60 or something.
Oh well, I'm saying because I'm not trying to get like robbed in a foreign country. That's what I'm saying. Because I mean,
bro, they don't have guns over there. They don't have no guns over there. What you gonna get? You gonna get stuck with a knife?
Okay,
hey,
so a knife still kills.
Get off them trainers. Get off them trainers, bruv.
They got machetes and stuff out there. I'm going to El Salvador, so this is.
They got guns. They got guns. Yeah, you're right.
So I'm gonna have my little Pumas on. You know.
That's good. All right. Don't get robbed for no Pumas, bro.
No, I'm not. I'll take them shits off. I want to live. And I want to come back and tell the story.
This has been a good episode. This has been a good episode for sure.
Absolutely.
I think we talked about some great things. We gotta get an outfit battle with these J tips on. I don't know why we haven't done them yet, but
honestly, just so we can play fair, because I feel like you have a better. When it comes to styling color palettes, I think you do better. Especially with something like this, I know you're gonna style it better. With this one, I'd rather go with the tan pair. Like we can do the tan pair because tan pair, I can. It's
a little more neutral.
Yeah. So,
but let's do this one first. Let's do this one first.
You know what we can do? We can do a best 2 out of 3.
Do best 2 out of 3. Yeah,
we can go all 3. Cause we're gonna have all 3. We can go all 3.
What's the third one?
The
the Azura.
Yes, the Grid Azura.
Boom. Yep.
Grid Azura, purple, tan. We got it.
Hey, we can hit that. We can hit that tomorrow morning because I know you ain't got no place to be.
Anyways, bro. If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna go buy like a whole new outfit. Like I'm not using.
I'm gonna just go see what I got in the closet. I'll go see what's in the closet.
Let me go ahead. Get you a little Kith shirt, a Supreme shirt. We already know what you're finna wear. But guys, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate the love and shout out. I don't know what happened Thursday, but that was the first time we ever got I think we got almost 100 downloads in a day, and I was like, whoa, what happened? You know, we usually on the release day we usually get like 40 downloads, and then we kind of spread up. Trend up as the week goes by, but never all in one day. So that put us. I think at last episode I said an odd number of like 869 before we get 2,500 downloads. We're down to less. We're at 650 now before we get to.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So shout out.
That's awesome. Shout out to you guys for sure, man. We appreciate it. If we had 0 listeners, then we would not. Shoot, we wouldn't last this long. If it weren't for you guys, so
I think I would have kept trying at least to episode 50. But if it was 0 and we at episode 30,
if it was 0, or if like the numbers were trending down,
I'm like, all right, Morgan. Either we try something new or But yeah.
Well, this ain't it. Somebody got to change their personality.
It would have to be you. So guys, as we always say, love, peace, and sneakers.
Brothers. Yeah. So brothers. Retro 7s, retro 3s, Metallic 7, retro 11, sitting on freeze. They got